So I see this leprechaun and he's like, top of the morning to you. And I'm looking and I'm blinking and I'm like, am I really seeing what I think I'm seeing? This is Story Arcs. I'm Ark. And this is about the time that I went 4 days without sleep. So back in the day, I used to work at this place. It was called the Bagel Cafe in the Bronx, right? And there's this big old plaza in the Bronx. And I had a friend who worked there and she put me on. She got me a job there. And so basically all we did was make bagel sandwiches, ring people up at the cash register, cut out the newspapers when the trucks would drop them off. You cut the newspaper bands, you throw them on the newspaper rack. Stuff like that, real basic, clean tables, regular waiter stuff. And I was going to college and I was working this job, right, full time. So the job started at 10 p.m. and went to 7 a.m. So I worked all night long. Then I'd go home, get some couple of hours of sleep, and then I'd go to my first class, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, whatever time it was. And that was basically my life 5 days a week. Then on the weekends, I'd hang out with my girlfriend. She lived out in Jersey, so it was I was very busy at the time. So one day, I go from school, I hang out at the house for a little bit, then I go to work. Go through the night, working, talking to the regulars, all that kind of stuff. And then the next morning, I go home, but I didn't go to sleep. Whatever it was that I had to do, I went and I did that, and then I went to school. When I go to school, I come back from school, hang out at the crib, don't get any sleep, and then I go back to work. So now I've been up for over 24 hours. Then I go and do another night shift. And at this point, it's like, I've been up for 2 nights straight. This is kind of crazy. And when I got off of work, I'm walking home and I'm thinking to myself, all right, I'm real tired. I've been up for 2 days straight. I wonder if I can go do 3 days. So now it's a challenge, right? And now I'm like, all right, I'm going to see if I can make it 3 days straight. So I go home, I do whatever it is that I'm doing, I shower and stuff to make sure that I stay awake. Evening comes, I go back to work, stay up all night. I'm telling my friend, hey, I've been up. This is night number 3. I'm straight up awake, And she's like, oh, you're crazy. You got to get some rest. That's going to make you hallucinate. You can die from doing that. And I'm like, nah, it's not that big of a deal, whatever. So I go home. I'm walking home now. Now I'm on day 4. I go home, do my day, go to school, do my whole thing. Mind you, at this point, I'm starting to see shadows, right? I'm just kind of popping in and out of consciousness at different points of the day. When I go to work that night, it was so hard to stay awake. I was drinking coffee, ridiculous amounts of coffee to stay up and stuff. And it wasn't really working. So I'd be sitting down. And when I sat down, I feel myself kind of just falling unconscious. And so I got through the 4th night, right? But I definitely felt ill. My stomach was kind of hurting. My body felt cramped. And when I'm walking home that day, I'm seeing things, right? It's pigs flying, the sky's changing colors. It was crazy. I was clearly hallucinating on my walk home. And at one point, I think I was seeing leprechauns. The leprechauns would be top of the morning to you. How you battle or whatever it is that the leprechauns be saying, right? And so by the time I got home, I was done. I just went straight to the bed, fell out. And my mom says that I slept for over 24 hours, right? And that she was worried because she would try to wake me up and I wouldn't wake up, but that she didn't call an ambulance or anything like that because she knew that I hadn't been sleeping and she saw that my breathing was pretty regular. I wasn't in distress or anything like that. So the bottom line is I don't recommend anyone do this. I think this is one of the dumbest things I've ever done because it will put you at risk. You can die from doing things like that. Aside from the fact, had it been at a time when I had a car, which I didn't, I was always walking. If I had had a car, I would have definitely gotten myself into an accident or something like that. So it's a dangerous thing to do. So the moral of the story is be smart and always get a good night's rest.